Oh, we are so blessed to have you and your energy. I just feel it. I feel it. I feel it. Let's get together. Let's get together around some music. I need you to do this with me, all right? Yeah. It's not the ending. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. Woo! I claim a blessing. I claim a... What do you claim? And before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. This is how I start my day, knowing good is on the way. I am claiming perfect health, yeah, love and laughter, friends and wealth. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Before I even lift my head, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Let's take it up. In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Woo! In the morning when I get out of bed, I claim a blessing. I claim a blessing. Good job. I claim a blessing. Yes, yes, yes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. I am Reverend Jean Bell. My pronouns are she and her, and I am so glad you're with me today. And this handsome man, this handsome young man who has a birthday soon, like Tuesday? Tuesday. He
right.
says he's 30.
I'll be 57.
Oh, wow, 57. You don't look a day over 50. How about that? I am so glad that you're with us today. If you are new and visiting for the very first time, please see a welcome ambassador out in the hallway for a gift, especially for you. For all those viewing on Facebook or YouTube Live, please like and share this broadcast so we can continue to spread the good news of new thought and science of mind out into the world. All right, we got a few announcements. One of the first announcements is next Sunday we're going to have the Ram Dass Satsang with J. Ram and David Alt. They are part of an organization called Nandi Das, and they basically talk about the wisdom, the ancient wisdom of Ram Dass, and there's chanting and music and all kinds of wonderful things. So if you want something different, it's not quite science of mind, but it is definitely filled with love and light. Please come next Sunday. And on the last Sunday, the 28th of June, we have a drum circle. In fact, Chuck is going to be with us throughout the entire service, raising up our vibrations because the month's theme is Claim It. And we're claiming our blessing. We're claiming our divinity. We're claiming who and what we are. And those drums, those West African drums, are going to help us to remember where our roots come from. And I saved the best for last. Happening today is Spiritually Curious. Spiritually Curious happens every second Sunday, and it's led by this wonderful practitioner who happens to also be a clinician, right? And he does it so well. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Spiritually Curious?
Yes. So Spiritual Curious is where we come together and we just talk about all types of topics that maybe you can't talk about with your friends or your family or even your loved ones, because people may judge you. People may go, what? What's going on there? So this is our opportunity to take a look at it, see what we think about it, and see where does that fit in our teaching. Does it? Is it different? Is it outside of it? Who knows? So the topic for today is we will be discussing the Lord's Prayer, but as Yeshua would have spoken in Aramaic.
Wow.
So we're going to take it through that lens today. So
Now,
please join us.
Tony, you've been doing this Spiritually Curious for how long? Almost 2 years now?
Almost 2 years.
Why do you still love doing it?
Well, to be honest, it was my opportunity to do exactly what I talked about. I couldn't do this with my friends. I would start talking about these topics and they just drift off or go away, or they start looking at me kind of like,
At the corner of your eye.
Here he comes again with his nonsense. And I was like, I need to know these things. And I'm amazed at some of the things that I'm not aware of that people talk about. And I'm like, I didn't know about that. But I can't find that anywhere else. So I said, I'm going to create a place where we can do it. So
Wonderful.
that's how that came about.
Wonderful. Well, please, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for continuing to do it. Thank you so much for loving to do it. And right now, Tony is going to lead us into an affirmative prayer. I so appreciate you. Give him your attention, folks.
So let's just take a moment and kind of relax those shoulders and close your eyes. And let's go within. Go within to that place where there's nothing but comfort, nothing but love, joy, compassion, happiness, whatever you need. And just know that place is always open, always ready, and always receptive to whatever is needed, whatever is wanted, whatever is claimed. It's a place that is within me, not outside of me. And it is a place that I understand that's God, the universal presence, spirit, whatever name you call it, doesn't matter. It's all the same within. Tap into that place and claim whatever it is you are ready for, whatever you desire, and whatever you want to present in your environment. And I can't wait to see what comes forward as Reverend Jean helps us to begin that process where we continue to claim it after we have named it and after we have identified it. I know she's going to give us the perfect word, the great way for us to bring forward this teaching in a way that works for us in magnificent and wonderful ways. I relax into that knowing. I relax into that understanding. And I'm grateful that it is for me here at the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta each and every Sunday. And it is always being brought to me, whether it is online or whether it is in person. I get fed here. And I continue to grow in these principles and continue to learn how to express in an even better and magnificent way. If you are in agreement with me, please say with me. And so it is.
It's like looking through a telescope, see where you're gonna be. Growing, getting better, you're not the person they see. Can't be mad at the things you've been through, cause it built your muscle. Now you're stronger than you've ever been. Can't stop your hustle. Your faith ain't never small. That's what brought you this far. See, got your dreams, you got your prayers, and you got your God. He gon' take you there. See, everybody has a season. I believe this one's yours, cause you've been working, waiting. The This is what you've been praying for, so go get, go get, go get, go get your blessing. Go get, go get, go get your blessing. It's your time. It's your time. You were made to live a good life, and that's what I believe. So hit the floor, say a prayer, start working. You gotta do something. It's all right to crawl before you walk. It's all right to walk before you run. But you get what you got, you never got. So you gotta do something, you never start. Go get, go get, go get. Go get your blessing. Go get, go get, go get. Go get your blessing. It's your time. Yeah. It's your time. You believe me? Yeah. Go get, go get, go get, go get. Get your blessing. Go get, go get. We got a soprano in the house. Go get your blessing. Come on, go get, go get. Go get your blessing. Go get, go get. Go get your blessing. It's your time. That's what we preach about. It's your time. It's your time. Go get, go get. That's right.
All right, let's go get our blessings. All right, I want you to join me in this month's affirmation. I'm going to read it all the way through, and then I'm going to invite you to say it with me. Today I claim my birthright and welcome Spirit's gifts of love, abundance, health, wisdom, joy, and peace. I accept these blessings knowing that Spirit's love and light are always with me. All right, let us say this together in one voice. Today, I claim my birthright and welcome Spirit's gifts of love, abundance, health, wisdom, joy, and peace. I accept these blessings knowing that Spirit's love and light are always with me. And so it is. And so it is. I have a spiritual mom who I simply love. Hi, Reverend Sally. And she watches every Sunday. And you know, one of the upsides of having a spiritual mom is also you're going to get feedback. All right, she's been a minister for, 50 years, right? She's in her mid-80s. And yesterday we had a conversation. We talked about her experiences pertaining to her cataract surgery. She said the surgery went smooth, really smooth, but she had to take note of the fact that after the surgery, there was all of these medicines and procedures she had to do afterwards to ensure that the healing continued to unfold as it should. She said one would think that after the cataracts are removed and all went well, the process of restored vision was complete. No, not quite. She said there were several eye drops she had to take on a daily basis for the next several weeks, sometimes multiple times a day. Then on top of that, she has to wear eye shields and even wear those eye shields when she goes to bed. And it's quite annoying because she actually literally has to tape it to the side of her face. It's a challenge indeed. Now, she said in spite of all the inconvenience, it was worth the clearer vision that she now experiences. You see, she had put off having the surgery for 3 years. 3 years. Well, why? Because life be lifing sometimes. Life gets in the way, other people in the family get sick, all kinds of things. And the doctor said as long as the cataracts didn't interfere with her daily tasks, she could wait, right? She could wait. And she thought, well, they're not interfering. I could see fine. So she waited. However, with the passing of time, unbeknownst to her, her vision continued to degrade. But since it was a gradual degrading, she didn't notice the consequences of delaying the surgery for so long. Then after a doctor's visit earlier this year, the surgery was brought up again for her to consider, and she agreed to it. They scheduled all the preliminary tests that she needed to take. The surgery date was scheduled. It was at the top of June. Then one evening as she laid in bed, she thought about canceling the surgery, thinking she really didn't need it. She could see fine. And why put herself through all that? Then an old song out of nowhere just popped into her head. The song's title is "Open My Eyes That I May See." And a couple of the verses are, "Open my eyes that I may see, visions of truth thou hast for me. Ready, my God, thy will to see. Open my eyes, illumine me." She told me that it was an old Science of Mind hymn they used to sing at the Founders Church back in California. I didn't know we had Science of Mind hymn books. We actually have them, and they're about that thick, right? Penelope gave me one last week. I was like, what you talking about? We got hymn books? Wow. Now the song coming to her mind out of nowhere after all these years made her think that the surgery is more than just about the physical restoration of her sight, but perhaps it had a spiritual indication as well. So at the beginning of this month, she went ahead with the surgery, and she was so amazed at what she was missing. Everything was so vibrant. She was so excited. She said colors in nature, the greens, the blues, the reds, in her home. She said she didn't know her countertops looked so good, right? Her clear and in focus, how clear and in focus the television was. She was like, oh, that's what they look like. Oh my goodness, I didn't know. And all the dirt and dust buddies and cobwebs were in plain sight. She said she's going to take her the entire summer to do a deep cleaning because, well, now she can see clearly. But the thing that caught her off guard more than anything was when she looked in the mirror. She was astounded by her own image. My beloved Reverend Sally is in her 80s. She's 85, 86 years young. She couldn't believe what she saw. She said to herself, where did all of these wrinkles come from? How could I have not seen these? And how could 3 years have made such a big difference? Now, perhaps, cataracts, you could have them over time. I'm thinking that the doctor at that point 3 years ago said, it's time that we consider surgery. So maybe it was in a degrading state all along. Now that her vision is clear, unblemished by the cataracts, she has a truer, more focused perception as to how she really looks, and it bothered her. She says she's working on that, working on accepting what clear vision has revealed. Now, the spiritual lesson here is that sometimes we delay or avoid altogether what we need to do for ourselves in order to get the blemishes, negative thought patterns, and shortcomings out of the way of what we should be seeing in our lives, to make the appropriate cleanups and corrections. And because of our avoidance, we don't see who we truly are, because our true vision has been filtered through things with which we have grown comfortable with, as in the case with Reverend Sally. She thought she could see fine. So from a spiritual perspective, we don't necessarily see the wrinkles in our consciousness or in the way we're thinking or in our actions. When we are finally ready to take action to remove the metaphorical cataracts that obstruct our ability to clearly see ourselves and our lives as they really are, then and only then will we have the ability to change and or adjust to what is being revealed. Now, the question for any seeker on a spiritual path then becomes, do you really want to see who you truly are and your life as it truly is? Do you really want to see who you truly are and your life as it really is? And if the answer is yet, be prepared for what it will be revealed. You need to be prepared, because when we see life clearly and in true spiritual focus, spiritual wrinkles and all, then we have choices to make. Then and only then can we move to a greater vision of ourselves. Ernest Holmes' famous tagline is, change your thoughts, change your thinking, change your life. And it's true. However, I will tell you, it also takes time for you to grow in greater spiritual knowledge and come into a true understanding of your divine connection and the power of this divine creative process that is always active in our lives. Spiritual growth is not instantaneous. Spiritual growth is not instantaneous. It is gradual. What brings about results is consistency in practice and the willingness to see clearly who we currently are and what cobwebs and dust bunnies that have collected in the corners of our lives. Because they are there. As we dedicate ourselves to our spiritual practices and principles, those principles will require you to love deeply, to forgive, to raise your energy. And let's be clear, things about yourself will come up that you may not want to face. Things you may not be willing to forgive or love. Spiritual concepts you resist because you're just not ready. Things about yourself you don't want to see or deal with. And it can make you feel irritated and disillusioned. You might even say, I don't have to put up with this. I don't have to put up with this. Spiritual expansion is too hard, and it's taking too long. Now, most people come to the Science of Mind services because they want to learn about the law of attraction, how to create good things for themselves, and they should, or to be spiritually uplifted and recharged and fueled up to get through the week, and you should. But not necessarily to come face to face with the fact that true change will require clear spiritual vision in the workings of your own mind, in the workings of your own thought processes. Some don't want to hear that the way that they're thinking has a direct impact on what is being outpictured in their lives. And it is their responsibility to change their thoughts in order to change their lives. But for whatever reason or reasons you are here today, I am so glad you decided to come. Because this is a philosophy that is one of spiritual freedom and has the potential to be a life-changing and transformative philosophy if you are ready to open your eyes and see. Our soul journey is birthed from the desire of divine intelligence to expand itself in and through and as you. As all of us. It is a desire of cosmic expression. And everything that is contained in the nature of spirit, of God, of reality, is contained within you. That concept is so thrilling and so frightening at the same time, because it tells you who you are. And somehow along life's journey, there are those who have lost sight of what they are here to do on this plane of existence. And that is to live fully. How many of you are living fully? Oh, okay. Not enough. Not enough. It is to live fully and come into the full realization of our connection with divine source. That is why we're here. We're not here for any other divine plan that you might think, what does God want me to do? What does God want from my life? What do you want from your own life? What do you want from your own life? The divine source has equipped us with its divine nature and its creative process to bring about that which we desire for our lives. So every day, we have the opportunity to reacquaint ourselves with the law of our being. You see, our divinity comes with a creative process package. It's better than any stimulus package the government could ever give because it is not a one-time deposit into our account, right? It's the universal law, and it is always available for us to use. That's the power. And when we know how this law works and how to use it, then we can specialize it to bring about new goals and transform our lives for the better. Ernest Holmes, the founder of the science of mind and spirit philosophy, said, "We wish joy instead of tears, gladness instead of sorrow, peace instead of disturbance, success instead of failure, life instead of death. We cannot change the nature of the law, nor can we change the nature of our being, because remember, you're divine. But we can think and act differently, and the law, being subjective to our thought, must change its tendency towards us. Must. We do not alter the law of cause and effect. Instead, we can apply it differently. You see, the law, having no purpose of its own, it has no intention of its own towards us. It simply follows the direction of the strongest thoughts and shapes those thoughts into manifestations in our lives. As individuals, we have the ability to change our thinking, which allows us to reshape our circumstances. Did you hear that? Did you hear that we have the ability, by changing the way that we're thinking, that will eventually reshape our circumstances? And what did I say earlier? It's gradual. Spiritual awakening is a gradual thing. This realization brings true freedom. And to understand this is to understand how we may become released from our self-imposed limitations. Without this understanding, we remain confined until we eventually gain insight. Open your eyes and see that Spirit is awaiting your recognition of it as the source of your lives and the source of your good. Sometimes I imagine Spirit saying, "Let me express the highest and best for you, through you, as you. Let me guide you so you can create the life that you so desire. Connect with me. I'm over here. Connect with me. For I am always standing at the door of your mind knocking." Always. And a lot of times, we are on the other side of the door debating whether we should let Spirit in. We are so afraid of the divine surrender, as if we're going to lose something precious. You're going to lose something, all right. You're going to lose your ability to play small. You're going to have to give up your story of a not enoughness, not readiness, not yetness. You're going to have to give up your grievances and your resentments. You're going to have to stop hanging out with people that don't vibrate on your new level. Those people who are like crabs in a pot trying to drag you back into the nothingness where they and you have become comfortable in. You may have been there, but that's not your truth anymore. Say, "It's not my truth."
It's not my truth.
No, you now know who you are. You now have removed the blemishes from your eyes and can see clearly. You claimed your divinity. Now you're owning it by your willingness to walk your talk, to love beyond measure, to bless everyone and everything. You're ready to practice the presence of Spirit as your very own life. I have to remind myself every day to practice the presence of spirit because I'm hard-headed. I am so hard-headed. I'm so stubborn, right? I am such an alpha. I've got to smack my own self upside the head and say, stop it. Listen, people trying to tell you something. It's not your way or the highway. You're not the only one here, right? You are ready to practice the presence when you're willing. You're ready to practice using the spiritual tools of the creative process to bring about a life that you desire, a life worthy of your divinity. Beloveds, we are the byproduct of Spirit's ever expansive nature. And to the degree we are willing to open up the Spirit for a greater expression of its goodness and its loving kindness in our lives, then we are ready to let go of anything that would deny our soul's purpose. And that purpose is what? To allow for a greater expression of wholeness, a greater expression of living life fully, a greater expression of being that divinity that you are, a greater expression of love, peace, joy, a greater expression of all the Spirit's divine attributes, a greater expression of abundance. If it is in your desire wheelhouse, you can have it. But you've got to move into alignment with the power and presence that is the truth of your being, of our being. Anything that would deny a greater expression of God's love and light to manifest us, say no to. Cast it now into the native nothingness from whence it came. Imagine, just imagine, for 1 minute, if everyone would get their selfish, low-level, fearful energy out of the way and let the light of the divine to shine forth through them as us out into the world, there would be no wars, there would be no hunger, there would be the uplifting of ourselves and of all humanity. There would be solutions for clean energy, clean air. There would be enough resources to have and to share. We would all recognize our divinity and see in everyone we encounter. Joshua ben Joseph said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all unto me. But let me tell you something. He wasn't the great exception, but an example among many examples on how to lift up the light of our divinity. I want you to declare this day that you are divine. Say it, I am divine. That you're willing to see clearly now. I can see clearly now. That you will seek to use the law to bring about your good and the good for all humanity. Let us not forget. Let us not fall asleep. Let us wake up and stay woke. Let us stay woke to who we truly are, and let Spirit be the guiding force in all aspects of our lives. Let us be on fire with our conviction and our belief in the one power that is nearer to us than our very breath. Let us declare this day the law of good and the law of God is continuously operating in our lives. Let us claim our divinity today and always. Beloveds, I'm going to tell you that the science of mind is a teaching philosophy. So let us learn how to move from limitation to spiritual freedom by learning how the creative process is always at work in our lives. Now, mid-August, I'm going to give a 6-week course titled Change Your Thinking, Change Your Life. Because there's only so much I can teach you on a Sunday afternoon. I can't stay up here forever. I trust those who truly understand and who are interested in learning more about the creative process, more about changing our life for the better, will take the class. It'll be on a love offering basis. So for now, I'm going to leave you with this quote by Ernest Holmes. He says, our vision is beclouded and the pathway of our progress is obstructed until we come to know that God is the only reality, and that we are one with that reality. This has been wonderful. Thank you. And so it is.
I didn't know if I should do, I can see clearly now or something else. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark days that had me down. It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright sunshiny day. I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me, I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me, I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me, I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me. Here we go. Whatsoever things you ask when you pray, believe you have it, it's on its way. Woo! I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me, I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me. Come on with me. I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me. One more time. I'm naming it, I'm claiming it. Everything God has for me. Yeah. Come on now. And do that all day long.
Thank you so much.
Do that all day long.
Thank you. It's time for our grateful giving. And you know how grateful I am for each and every one of you. I want to thank all those that are viewing on Facebook and YouTube Live. Whether you're viewing now or viewing later, I want to thank you for all the gifts that you give. Everyone in this room, you are a blessing to the Spiritual Living Center of Atlanta. Your gifts allow us to be able to continue this message as we move forth with the good news of Science of Mind. I am so grateful for you. I'm going to ask you to join me as we say our grateful giving affirmation. I want you to take your gifts, if they're cash or check, and hold it on your heart. If you give electronically, place your hand on your heart. And let's say this together as one voice with true meaning. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly, and so it is. Please avail yourself to a practitioner and or minister after service if you should need prayer. We are here for you. We love you. God bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Jean. Let's close with our song that we love, and we sing about the future of our lives. Yeah. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. Yes, we do. We envision a world that works for everyone and for all of creation. We see all people, all beings as expressions of God. We see a world that works for everyone. We see a world that works for everyone. Yes, we do. We see a world that works for everyone. everyone. Everyone, have a great weekend, everybody. We love you so much.